Don't hate the player, hate the game. Hey, how you all doing? Just out here in Tenerife enjoying this sunshine. It's wonderful. Have you ever worried about what other people think of your success, and maybe if they're envious of your success and you being player hated? So I was reading this book, Mode 1 by Alan Roger Currie, and he's got this term in here called player hated, and he said it's almost like the fear of being player hated. And the alpha male syndrome. So the way he explains it is, if you've got some success in life, and let's say you're doing quite well and you're popular with the ladies and everything, so there's such a thing where if you're successful with the ladies, there's this fear of being player hated. And what it is if you're a guy that's sort of got some success in life, and let's say you're doing well with the ladies, you're getting some attention. There may be other men out there, they hate that. They're actually envious of that. And let's say they're bigger and stronger than you. There's this term that he's called here now, it's the alpha male syndrome. This is the player hater, where, they realize that you've got some success and they may be bigger than you, and stronger than you. And what they'll do is, out of that hatred, they'll challenge you, to a fight. And it's almost like similar to the animal kingdom, where you'll have like an alpha male and there may be another male that gets a bit of something, and he goes and challenges that male, often a fight to the death, to be dominant, because really he doesn't have the other skills or experiences that you've developed to conquer that. And so it might be, let's say, you're successful and you dress quite smart, and you go in a rough part of town or a new city, and you go into a rough bar and you've got a nice girl on your arm, and you go in there and all the thugs in there, all of a sudden, are going to look at you and hate you and start like wanting to kick off with you, and someone will walk past you and give you eyeballs and everything. It's because they're actually envious and they hate the fact that you're getting somewhere and they're not. And whereas it's almost like their own fear, rather than them actually look at themselves and say, you know what, I should probably dress a bit smarter than these scruffy clothes and stop drinking so much and stop eating like shit and work on, improving myself and on my career and things. They hate you if you've studied, and probably think you're a little geek if you've been to university or something like that, just because you bothered to sort of work on your life. What Alan Roger Currie is saying in here is, you should never fear sticking your head above the parapet, really, and actually being successful, because you've earned that, you know what I mean? There may be other areas of life. Let's say, your success gets a few snide comments from people that you've grown up with or whatever. That sometimes happens. If they see you doing well or creating a gap between you and other people or whatever, a lot of people just want to bring you down because it makes them feel comfortable. If you can bring someone down, they probably feel uncomfortable at the fact that where you are, when someone's sort of criticizing you, it's really to bring you back down so they feel comfortable with themselves. And you should never fear that or worry about that, because I think, you've earned it. I'm not saying go like flipping showing off or anything like that. No, just be proud of who you are and what you've achieved. So if you've been to university and you've studied and you've got a great career, or you've created a business and actually got somewhere, that's to be celebrated. The idea that you should put your head below the parapet just out of trying to fit in with everyone else, not trying to stand out too much just because, or even sort of self-deprecating yourself, even worse, just so that you don't get sort of criticized just for being successful. That's crazy. No, you should celebrate it. Yeah, I think it's, you've earned it, something to be celebrated. You don't have to hide in your shell. Yes, be empathetic, always consider everyone else's views, but, be authentically you, the new you, if that's what you've got. And, if you're successful with the ladies and everything, then, hats off to you, really. Enjoy that success. And be humble, though. Always be humble and treat everyone with respect. But you don't have to hide. Celebrate your success. All right? Hope you like that one. Don't forget to like it and subscribe, and see you all next time.